welcome back to my YouTube channel, Peace Jones. Don't forget to like this video. Go ahead, like it now. Hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to comment below once I finish this video, okay? So, welcome back to my oldies. Thank you for being so loyal, and welcome to my new subscribers because I see I have some new ones. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so appreciative of all of you, okay? Continue to invite your friends, continue to share my content, continue to just watch and support me, okay? I have a lot of content coming for you guys this year, all right? So let's get into it. As you can see by the title, it says money is the root of all happiness. Yeah, I said it, guys. Okay, so today we will be debunking the myth. Yeah, it's a myth. That phrase that we've heard since we were kids. Money is the root of all evil. No, 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 no. So I posted on Facebook years ago, probably like in 2016, and I asked everyone, I said, do you guys feel like money is the root of all evil? Or do you guys feel like people have just kind of tried to instill that into our heads to make us, you know, less greedy? There's kind of like a biblical attachment or a religious attachment to it. And most of the comments that I received were that, you know, people just try and make us think that so that we won't A, accomplish our dreams, B, be too greedy, C, not remain humble in this lifetime, right? So the thing that sparked that whole conversation, or me even asking that question, was I read this book, which is still to this day my lifeline. Like, this might be my favorite book, okay? So valuable, literally changed my mindset on life. And it's called You're a Badass by Jen Sincero. You guys, I'll try and link it down below, but there's definitely an audiobook on YouTube. It's pretty long, but it's so worth it. Like, if you're taking a long car ride, if you are at work listening, if you just want to listen at night before bed, like, it's such a great book. It has so many gems in it, and it will literally change your life and your mindset, okay? And in that book, it just talks about like positivity, manifestation, attracting what you desire and deserve, and how like everyone can have it all, but they just have to like rewire their brain and just think differently, move differently, and just know that they can attract the things that they desire in life. Like, basically breaking down those blocks and pushing out those thoughts that we have been taught since a kid that have been debilitating us, okay? Think about it. Like, sometimes those words that your family speak over you, sometimes those words that you speak out of your own mouth, even those thoughts can really just push generations away from wealth, money, financial habits, goals, career, like advancement, just so much, just because you've been told and you've heard all your life like, oh, money isn't everything, oh, money isn't everything, oh, money is the root of all evil, don't go chasing that money, blah blah blah. And it just keeps you in this place that you really don't want to be in and you don't deserve to be in. And you wonder why your family's been in poverty all their life, or why you guys don't have any type of education, or why no one has a 401k, or why no one invests, or why no one even believes that they can make more than a certain amount a year, or whatever it may be, right? So we have to debunk those myths. It is a lie, right? Now, I understand if there's like religious attachments to it and you truly believe in like greed and wealth of the world and things like that, right? But I truly believe that if the money's there, you should attract it into your life. You should work for it. You should try and bring in as much as you can, okay? Because coming from a person who has been beyond broke in college, to a person who has made a pretty good amount of money, to a person who has, like, you know, taken a pay cut, like to a person who has worked 2 jobs at once. I've been in different financial spaces, right? And I can tell you that when I was making good money, might not have been at the job I wanted, might not have been the best headspace or the way about getting it, but having that money and that security, it definitely is a good feeling, okay? So I'm gonna run down 5 different I guess conversational points that I want to touch on for this video. Okay, so number 1, you need it to survive, right? So that's the thing that we forget when we're pushing this whole like money isn't everything, right? So as far as the economy, it goes up and down, right? So I'm 28. I remember like either when I was in middle school or high school, there was a complete recession taking place, right? And I didn't feel it as much because like I wasn't taking care of myself. I was still living at home. Obviously, my priority was high school or middle school, not paying bills, right? But I do remember it, and I do remember hearing about like a lot of people losing their job, a lot of people like struggling, trying to make ends meet, and it just wasn't ideal financially, right? Fast forward to 2022, and you know, the economy's experienced some inflation, some sketchy things. Some people are saying some other things are in the near future, right? And at this point, I have bills, okay? I'm a full-blown adult, right? So it's something to think about, it's something to consider, and it's something to be knowledgeable and concerned about, right? And so being that we need money to survive, we need money to eat, we need money to pay our mortgage or our rent, we need money for necessities, you have to take that into account, right? Like we can't keep saying like money is so bad and accumulating enough money or too much money is like so horrible, because we literally need it to survive, right? Like we're in the US, nothing is free. Or if I have viewers that are outside of the US, shout out to you and thank you so much. But yes, here in the US, like everything costs money. Nothing is free. You cannot even step outside of your house and have something just come to you for free, right? So we have to keep that in mind and stop acting like if we didn't have money, we would still eat, or if we didn't have money, we would still shower, or if we didn't have money, we would still have a house. Like, no, we legit have to have that money to live a certain lifestyle, to live comfortably, to be able to have our necessities, okay? So number 2, you need it to thrive, right? So aside from surviving and having your bare necessities, you need it to thrive, right? If you want to start your own business, you got to have that extra income to put into it. If you want to travel, you got to have that extra income to put into it. If you have like high beauty maintenance and standards, you got to have that extra income to put into it. If you like nice cars, you got to have that extra income. If you like designer and material things, you got to have that extra income. Even sometimes when it comes to the necessities, if you like to eat a certain way, maybe you like to eat out a lot, maybe you like to eat only organic food, whatever it may be, you have to have that extra money. So you need it to thrive. If you want to go get an education, if you want to go get some certificates, if you want to buy some extra property, like you need that money to survive and to thrive, okay? So let's not sit here and act like money is so evil when it literally opens doors for us, right? Like having that extra income, having that disposable income, it's like it allows you to level up even more. It allows you to literally create better opportunities for yourself, okay? Thrive. Number 3, it affects you greatly when you no longer have money in abundance, okay? So I had read something a while back, and it basically said like a lot of people aren't depressed. A lot of people just don't have money. They don't have the adequate means to do what they need to do. And I guess this would touch more so on the survive part, right? So let's look at like, let's say a single mom, right? And let's say maybe she's just barely scraping by with her income. She has 4 kids. She's just trying to make a way, and she feels like she's depressed. She feels like she's overwhelmed. She feels like, you know, she has all this anxiety. She goes and gets diagnosed. She, you know, takes medication. She's just really, really, really having a hard time. But imagine someone increasing her salary $90,000 on top of whatever she already makes. Would she still suffer from those same types of feelings? Would she still be in that same headspace, or would she be a lot more content, a lot happier, less worried now that she has the proper income, right? Same with, let's say, a struggling artist, right? Maybe they come out of school, they're $75,000 in debt, they're trying to make it, they're trying to scrape by, they're trying to sell their art or whatever, and they fall deep into a slump. They're feeling like they hate their life, they feel like nothing's fair, they're just not in a good headspace. But let's say they get hired to do, I don't know, graphic design for Google, and they have this great salary and they have benefits and blah 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 blah. Would that change their mindset if they had money in abundance, right? And I thought that was such a great point, because honestly, like, in those times where I wasn't making much money, or in those times where I had to really hustle and have all these different jobs and like really budget to an uncomfortable level of budgeting, that didn't make me too happy. Like, I wasn't walking around like, oh yeah, like, this is so great, I want to do this for the rest of my life. Like, it makes you feel really tense, it makes you feel really worried, it makes you wonder, like, okay, where am I going to get it from next? And honestly, a lot of crime is tied to poverty, because a lot of times where you feel like your back is against the wall, your kids have to eat, you have to eat, you gotta live, that can make people do things that they might not normally do. And this isn't an excuse for them, but I'm just, stating facts. That can make people do things and resort to illegal means if they feel like they don't have enough money to hit those necessities in their life, okay? So once again, it affects you greatly when you no longer have it in abundance. It can really affect your mental health, your emotions, your outlook on life, okay? Number 4, it can bring happiness, you guys. So they say money is the root of all evil. No. Money can be the root of all happiness, okay? Think about it. When you have the money that you desire, you can travel, you can see new things, you can be at peace, you can buy a new wardrobe, you can buy those cars, you can pay for therapy, you can go to the spa every week, you can get those facials, you can get your nails and hair done like you like, you can buy that Celine bag, you can buy that sailboat, you can put your daughter in piano lessons, you can buy all those different fragrances. The list goes on, right? How many of you have gone to Mexico and not been happy? How many of you have purchased a Gucci bag and in the moment not been happy? How many of you have went to a 5-star restaurant and ordered that surf and turf, lobster and prime rib and not been happy? How many of you have flown out to Florida and stayed in that 5-star resort, had your feet massaged, your temples massaged, and not been happy? Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes materialistic things, like I said, that Gucci bag, that Valentino sweater, that Balenciaga, I don't know, trench coat, right? Sometimes those things put you in a very temporary state of happiness, and then like literally you wear the item and it's like, okay, I can't wear it again, I just paid $2,000 for nothing, right? But as far as like in the moment, like being able to do what you want to do, make those purchases, live that lifestyle, you are happy, okay? Like, having money in abundance, or at least where you need to be comfortable, can really bring so much happiness into your life. I know for me, when I'm stressed out, the first thing I think about is taking a trip, right? I want to go lay on the beach with a nice drink. And if I can't do that, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. Like, I'm gonna be not so happy, okay? Now, last but not least, Number 5, it says it provides so much security. Okay, you guys, that is a fact. Have you ever heard of job security? Do you guys know why so many of our grandparents and even our parents got these jobs super young in their 20s, and they literally just stuck with it until they retired in their 60s or 70s? That's called job security, okay? Those teaching jobs, police officers, firefighters, these jobs that you can really just lock in. You pretty much know as long as you come in every day and you do what you're supposed to, you're not going to get fired. You can level up. You got your raises. You got your pension. Like, everything's good. The reason why a lot of people stay there is because of job security. Not having to, worry about, okay, well, if I try and go here, is this going to work out? Or if I choose this line of work, am I actually going to get hired? Or whatever it may be, right? Now, us millennials, yeah, we're just jumping all around, we're trying out different things, whatever it may be. But job security is a real thing, okay? When you have a solid income coming in every single month or every 2 weeks or annually, and you're going to get that raise every 6 months, and that you're going to get that pension, and you're going to get that health care or whatever it may be, like that makes you feel so good. You can plan ahead, you can save, you can plan trips, you can save for your kids' college fund, whatever it may be, right? Security is like such a good feeling, right? Even as far as marriage, a lot of women desire marriage with one great benefit being financial stability and security, right? When you have two good, wholesome incomes come together, you can go from making $65,000 by yourself and meet up with your husband who also makes $65,000 or $85,000 or $250,000 or whatever it may be. And now you guys have this combined household income. It makes it even more secure, makes you even more stable, right? Or for the women who don't want to work and you just want that stability and that security from your husband's income, right? Like, having financial stability literally allows you to take a breath of fresh air, right? Because things are expensive, and if you don't have any type of security, you don't know where your next paycheck is coming from, you don't know how much it's going to be, you're out here pinching pennies, trying to figure things out. That does not feel good. Having a lack of monetary security literally will make you lose your mind. And that ties back into me saying, like, not having the proper income or income in abundance can really throw you off mentally, okay, you guys? So that is all I have for this video. Let's finally end that phrase we've been saying all our lives, or listening to, hearing all our lives, that money is the root of all evil, because it's not, okay? You guys need to be smart. You need to pick career fields that will pay well. You need to get degrees in industries that will pay well. You need to learn how to save your money for a rainy day. You need to learn how to budget. You need to learn how to live below your means. You need to learn how to hustle. You need to know what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Like, money really plays a big part in our lives. Money is so necessary. Money is so amazing. And I even have on my green hat because we got to attract all the money into our lives that we can while we are here, okay? It's such a great asset, and I love it. I love money, okay? And I hope you guys do too, all right? I'll see you in my next video. Peace.